Get outside and enjoy this while it lasts, because we do have big changes on the way. We'll talk about it here in my full forecast, which is in about 10 minutes. When I look at this picture, I'm really thinking that I need to put on my bear spray, because let me tell you, at the west entrance of Yellowstone National Park, Yogi and Boo Boo really like these temperatures. Right behind this cold front here to the west of Butte, yes, that is heavy snow that is moving into the area as we speak. This area of high pressure is going to do, that's going to squash our rain chances for at least the next couple of days. Now, if I was you and I was watching me right now, I would consider rigging up that fly rod Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, because look at these temperatures next weekend. We're talking about highs back up into the 60s. That's above average, so it is going to be a perfect time to get out on local rivers, and all the snow is going to continue to cause problems this evening. So again, if you don't have to be out, don't go outside, because roads are dangerous out there. Since sports gambling is legal, if weather forecasting gambling was legal, I'm willing to put $5 that we hit 60 degrees the next 2 days in Butte.
Well, we
Anybody
see we're raising.
that?
Yeah, right.
I'll take the over.
How about you?
It's going twice. Usually the waters of the Madison River travel under this bridge, which is Highway 287, but what you see here is a lot of ice, and this ice is becoming jammed, which is causing some flooding.
Here's your Storm Tracker weather forecast with meteorologist Carson VIckroy.
4 inches of snow fell in Bozeman this morning, but we're not dealing with that right now. We're just dealing with cloudy skies in the aftermath of that. You can see the bridges right there. Typically at this time of year, we don't see snow at those low of elevations, but we are certainly seeing it right now. And another thing that we're dealing with this afternoon is well below average temperatures. Check this out. It is 29 degrees at Montana State University. Now, I did just check outside the studio, and we are seeing a little bit of sunshine, but we have more sun in Butte, which is why their temperatures we're about 33 degrees, so a little warmer west of the divide this afternoon than what we're seeing here in Bozeman. And temperatures across the state, just check this out. Do I need to remind you it's April 28th? Because we have 30s and 40s. That's about 10 to 20 degrees below average for this time of year. And this is going to continue for the next several hours, because these wind gusts at about 10 to 20, even 30 mile per hour in some cases, that is really trying to drag all of that cold Canadian air. And all that cold Canadian air, it's going to sit here for tonight, tomorrow, and Tuesday as well. And this is part of the reason. Not only do we have strong surface winds about 20 to 40,000 feet above us in our jet stream, we're also seeing some very powerful winds, and this little trough that is set up. Temperatures, they're going to be cold, and with how strong these winds are coming off the Pacific Northwest, we're also going to see that Pacific moisture filter into the area. So I'm sorry that I have to say this, but we have additional chances of snow in the forecast, not only tomorrow, but Tuesday as well. Otherwise, the main storm, it's starting to push off to the east. Yes, we do have the chance of seeing some spotty activity tonight because of this wraparound precipitation that we're seeing to the south of Great Falls. But otherwise, snow accumulations, they're going to be relatively light. And what you're seeing on radar, that's exactly what you're going to see tonight. We're still seeing a few flurries to the northeast of Butte and also to the west. And this trend, it's expected to continue here over the next several hours. But by tomorrow morning, we're really not dealing with much. We could have a few clouds around, and it will be cold. I do expect lows to drop into the teens tonight, so make sure you give yourself a little bit of extra time, because temperatures will be falling below freezing tonight, and also dress appropriately. One more layer will probably do you. And Monday afternoon, temperatures, they're going to remain cold, and because of that, we're still going to see the snow in the area. And that's going to continue on and off throughout the day on Tuesday as well. Spotty snow, nuisance snow. It's not going to mount out to much. We're only going to pick up a trace across most of the region, but that potential is still there. So make sure if you're driving over past roads, you keep that in mind. And that is through at least Tuesday of this week. Now, temperatures tonight west of the divide, we do fall into the teens and 20s. Again, we can't rule out a few flakes. It's not going to mount out to much, but it could cause some blowing snow on those roadways, so be careful tomorrow morning. You're also going to want to pack an extra jacket, because look at these highs, 30s and 40s, and strong northwesterly winds at about 15 to 25 miles per hour. Similar story east of the divide. Check this out. Look at Big Sky. 5 degrees tonight. That is very cold for this time of year. We're at 10 in West Yellowstone, and then we're dropping into the teens for the rest of the region, and we're back up into the 30s and 40s, remaining active with snow in the forecast on and off throughout the day for your Monday. And we keep that snow in the forecast, probably better chances on Tuesday with about a 30% coverage. But May 1st, it's like Mother Nature knows that we're turning the calendar around here, because Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we're back up into the 40s and 50s and 60s, and we're going to remain dry. Similar story for Butte. Monday and Tuesday, snow is in the forecast. Accumulations are going to be extremely light, 50s and 60s for the rest of the week. Dylan, we're active through Tuesday, but we dry out Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Friday, we're looking at a high temperature of around 64 degrees, so seasonable for this time of year. In West Yellowstone, active through Wednesday. We could have a rain-snow mix on Wednesday as those temperatures rise later on in the week.
Well, with the beginning of our 7-day forecast, I just can't believe that a weekend ago you were
It's not how
forecasting
you, it's
almost
not how
70
you
degrees.
start, it's how you finish.
I know, Carson. All right. Well, thank you so much, Carson.
Well, Kevin, it was certainly windy out there, and if you've lived in southwest Montana long enough, you know a little bit about the Livingston wind. But what causes it? I have the answer. Livingston, Montana, known for its downtown restaurants and shops, rodeo, Saturday nights, and of course, its powerful crosswinds. Wind advisories, like the one issued on Thursday, are almost a weekly thing and can shut down the interstate. The wind has been blowing here all day long, and the wind is so powerful it is causing crosswind issues out here along Interstate 90. You can kind of see it behind me, but if we record how fast the wind is blowing, it's going about 53 miles per hour, which is gale force. Those speeds can be dangerous to drive in, but what causes it? It's all about where Livingston is located. With high pressure located near Yellowstone National Park and lower pressures to the north, that pressure difference causes the wind. The greater that difference is, the stronger the winds are. You have the Gallatin, the Bridger, and the Absaroka mountain range, which all act as natural walls, which traps the wind and helps it funnel through, making it very windy here for the city of Livingston. It's called a mountain gap wind, and with mountains on both sides of the Paradise Valley, the winds flow north between the Absaroka and Gallatin ranges along the Yellowstone River. They are the strongest when they reach Livingston, which is why Montana Highway Patrol urges drivers to pay attention and drive with caution through the area. And if you thought it was windy in that video, think about this. The highest recorded wind speed in Livingston was 108 miles per hour in 1978. That is the same strength as a strong Category 2 hurricane.